Crafty Pieces, Angel Holt with Angel Holt's Designs. This is a first project for 2016, and I wanted to do something simple but elegant, and a great way to do that is doing a simple card. There is no rhyme or reason on how you do your cards. There's no particular shape or anything. I know a lot of places or card makers like to do certain sizes or anything. I just do what feels good to me at the moment and what I want to create. So I have went through and already pre-cut some some pieces of paper that I want to play with and work with on my card. Again, me giving you the sizes, it all depends on what you want. So this is basically a 5x7 card, and I have just variegated the sizes of each piece of paper to create a decorative matte look. So I started off with this really pretty mauve-y rose glitter paper that I have had for quite a while. So telling you exactly where I got it and how I got it, I can't remember. It's just a scrap piece that I've had for a very long time. Again, scrap piece of a wood look piece of paper here, and then this is a scrap piece of floral paper. Cards are a great way to use up your scraps, so that's exactly what I'm doing here. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to use Donna Salazar's Mixed Media Inks color box in the color of honey. It's like a taupey color, so I'm just going to lightly brush the edges of this card. I take my ink pad to the card instead of the card to the ink pad. You just have more control when you do that. And as you can see, I'm really making it darker in the corners by adding more of the ink to those areas like that. So the first layer I'm going to put down is the glitter piece. So I'm just going to use my Xyron Mega Runner to do that. And especially I like to just do an X down the center there. Okay. And I am going to eyeball this. There we go. Just firmly press that down. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to put this one down, and I am going to ink the edges with the same color ink. My thumb is still on the mend. I've noticed that I still can't do certain things, but it's on the mend. Yeah, this was an old Christmas piece of paper that I had. Again, make sure you glue the edges down like so. And we're going to center that or eyeball it. Just like that there. And just put it down. Like so. And then the next piece here, I'm not going to glue down quite yet because there's some other elements that I want to glue down. But I am going to ink the edges. Like that. Now, this is just a standard paper doily. There's nothing special in it. It's just a standard little paper doily. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it down. So, I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive right there. And no, I do not, this is just, I'm going on a whim here on what I want to do. I don't have a preset plan. I never plan anything because it never works out. I've learned that the hard way. Also, I have pulled out a piece of dolly here that I might use. Don't know yet. Just, you know, I think if I want to use it, I'm going to cut it in half. I'm able to use scissors, but I have to be really careful with it now. Just kind of, oop, where'd my screen go? See, I want to kind of do something like that and put the dolly underneath. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold this back, and I am using my glue gun. And a lot of people ask me what glue gun I'm using. I'm using the Surebonder Detail Tip glue gun, and you can find it on Amazon, Hobby Lobby, just about anywhere. eBay has them. I'm probably going to have to invest in a new one, but it's still doing its job. It's helped me through a lot of projects. Okay. Yeah, I like that. This is definitely a mixed media card. So, and then here, I am just going to glue this down with using the hot glue, just like that. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to pull out are some wonderful flowers and stuff that you can get at Lavish Laces. Lavish Laces carries a variety of flowers and laces and trims and just about any little embellishment that you need. So I'm going to pull out some really pretty things that I have here. And see what I can do here. So I'm going to pull those out. Okay, also I'm going to pull out some seam binding. Seam binding you can get on Amazon. It's by Hug Snug. It's you get 100 yards for like, I don't know, $10 maybe. And you can do so much with this seam binding. So you can do a lot. In fact, I'm going to go get a spray to color this. I thought I grabbed my spray, but I didn't. I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm going to be changing it with the Lindy Stamp Gang Alpine Ice Rose. Make sure you shake it up really good, get all that shimmer in there. And what you're going to do is you're going to feed your seam binding into the jar or the bottle. Be very careful when you do this so that you don't tip over the bottle. Oop. There we go. And you're going to feed that down in there. And then you're going to hold it really tight with your thumb. And as you pull, you're straining, straining out all of that water or spray. And it'll dry within a minute or two because you strained out all the water. And as you can see, it has dyed the color you want. So, there you go. Sometimes I'll make up a bunch of different colors so that I can have them on hand. I just haven't done that lately. So, alright, so let's get back to our card here. And so what we're going to do first is I'm going to add a little more, I'm going to add a touch of scrap burlap because I want to add a little scrap piece of burlap here. I love burlap. It's very shabby chic, lots of texture. So what I'm going to do is just cut a square we go. Now I'm pulling some of the threads away, and now I'm going to even them up, you know, and then just kind of give it a, you know, a little yank there, like that, and I'm going to glue it down right there. Now, the way I would mail this, I know you're probably asking, how would you mail this? A bubble envelope, a 5x7 envelope. You can make one if you want, but that's how I would do it. Now, what I'm going to do here is just make a little loop style bow like this. See, what I done was I just done a loop, a loop, a loop, and there's a loop right there. You bring that on around like that. This is going to be covered up, so I'm not too worried about the center. So what I'm going to do is just hot glue. I'm going to put it about right here. I have a vision, so that's why I'm doing this. See, I want it to kind of be, you know, I don't want it to be perfect. I just want it to lay down in there like that. See, I don't want it to be all perfect. So, but I am going to trim off some of the tail here a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just tack this down just a little bit because I like the placement of it. Alright, so the next thing, my screen keeps going asleep. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to add flowers. And these can be bought at Lavish Laces. Has a wide variety of flowers and leaves, and you don't have to wait 2 weeks to get them or 3 weeks because they're already here in the US, and which is awesome. So I'm just going to pull out a variety of things I have here and pull off a couple of these. Definitely pull off some pink ones like that. And I'm going to use a larger, I think a larger one. Yeah, I'm going to use a larger one. Okay, so now what you want to do is just do some real pretty placement of your flowers. Figure out how you want them to go, and always keep your flowers in odds. So my first flower I'm going to lay down is my bigger one. Okay, I'm going to lay it down just like that. Then I'm going to lay down them two there. Now, if you're not comfortable using hot glue, you can use Glossy Accents or glue that you are comfortable with using. but I use hot glue because there's a lot of 3D embellishment here, and so that's what I'm going to do. Alright, love these leaves. They have like an ombre look to them, which are very pretty. And then she has these ombre ones, and then your standard ones, which are pretty too. So, and some of the fibers that I pulled off here, I am going to bend them like that, and I am going to stick them right underneath this flower. Just like that. And then I'm going to pull off some more fiber. So never throw your fibers away because you can reuse them. I'm going to pull off some more here. And I'm going to put some right down there. So just grab them. They don't have to be perfectly even with each other. And there we go. I'll spread it out like that. So pretty. And then I'm going to determine, I think I'm going to stick with the standard leaves because there's green in the floral part of this. So I'm just going to snip off a couple. And I'm going to stick one in there. I love 3D cards because you can do so much with these. You can use up your scraps. You can really make a statement piece. Okay, so that is looking cute. Sorry, I had to get a drink. Okay, so now I pulled out some paper embellishments that I have here, and I pulled out this really pretty sentiment that says a day spent with friends is a day well spent. And I pulled out some really cute heart buttons here that I am just going to, I'm going to stamp them with the taupe ink here, like that. I like wood embellishments. You can do a lot with them. Okay, also I'm just going to ink up the edges of this. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of touch the edges. Nothing too cray-cray, as my daughter would put it. Let's see. I pulled out, I got my paper doilies here, which I don't know if I want to add another piece or not. Not sure yet. I want to add a little piece. Nah, I'm not going to do that. But I did pull out some pearl stamens here. Now these stamens can be found in the wedding section of your craft area, of your craft stores, or in the floral department. They're just little pearl stamens. And I'm going to put a few here. Isn't that pretty? Just grab some and just fold them up. Like this. And I'm going to put some right in there. There we go. Okay, these have probably dried. Now, always keep on hand. I love this pen. I've had one for years, and you hear me shaking it. But it is the Krylon Gold 18 karat gold leafing pen. Now, I love this pen here because you can take it and just do a touch of gold around small pieces like this, and it really adds texture, character and texture to your pieces. You can find these again, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's. Just look in the marker gold leafing section. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch a couple of these roses with the gold. And let me tell you, ladies, this 2016 is going to be about a lot of gold embellishment, so I would invest in this pen. You can probably find them on Amazon, but it's by Krylon, and it's the 18 karat gold leafing pen. And I'll put a link in the description box where you can, I'll look for it online and see if it's at Amazon, but I'm pretty sure everything's at Amazon. But see, what I'm doing here is I'm just kissing the tips of these roses with the gold, and it just gives it so much of a beautiful difference. If you can see there, just a beautiful difference. And there'll be photos at the end of the video for detail, so you can look at that. I just love that. And then here you can do the same thing. You can add just a touch of gold to your elements here. I am not being very particular. I'm just kissing the edges just very lightly. Like that. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to pop this on. I got my fingerprint on that, but if you just rub it in, it looks like it was stamped on there. Let me put a little bit more. There we go. Alright, so what did I do with my pop dot? Let me get my pop dot here. I love these things. I love pop dots, or pop dot strips, or whatever you want to call it. It just allows you to add three-dimensional elements to your cards, tags. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to figure out where I want to place. I think I'm going to put one here. Definitely put one there. Then I'm going to put one up there. And I am gluing these down with the hot glue. Just like so. Now I'm going to flip this up here. And there you go. How beautiful and cute is that? Super cute. You're using scraps up, and you are, you know, you can go on and add bling if you want. This beautiful bling over on Lavish Laces. And again, I'll put a link in the description box. But you could do so much. And please, look into investing with the 18 karat gold leafing pen by Krylon. I have always had one of these on hand, and it's just for such purposes as this, is to add a touch of gold when you need to. And again, ladies, gold is going to be very prominent this year if you haven't already seen it. And see, you can go as far as, you know, just adding a touch to the dolly. Ooh, I like that idea. See, when you don't want a gold dolly, but you just want that touch of gold on it, you can do a lot with this. Just like that. That's simple. And there you go. So be sure to stay for photos of this card, and if you have any questions, let me know, and I would be more than happy to answer them for you and everything. And again, thank you for being a fan of my work. Excuse me, because I'm bringing a huge variety to my channel, so it's going to be a little bit of everything brought to my channel. Lifestyle, beauty, crafting, it's just going to be all rolled in a nice little bow and tied for this awesome year to come. So again, thank you. Stay for detailed photos. If you haven't done so, please like, share, and subscribe this channel and or this video, and let me know what you think. So until next time, I will see you then. Bye-bye.